Olivier Delevagne.
Bonsoir.
We're
On est ravis
delighted
de vous accueillir dans ce
to
forum.
welcome you to this forum. You have the big job of doing a vocal synthesis this
Olivier, vous êtes compositeur,
afternoon.
expert en
Olivia,
création
you're a
musicale et
composer,
sonore, en
expert
nouvelles
in musical
technologies
creation,
et
new
spécialiste des questions de
technologies
droit
and
d'auteur.
copyright.
La
The
thématique du forum
topic
était
of this forum was
Sound
sound good. Is that
Est-ce que
good
ça
for
vous a
you?
fait du bien?
I
Surtout à vous, cher
really
Étienne, de poser la question
should
après
be
4
asking
heures
you
de
that
direct,
question
ça
after
va,
4
ça va.
hours.
Donc
We've
vous êtes
got to
arrivé
where
à
we wanted to
destination,
be,
votre
and
destination est devant vous.
I'm going to, of course, respond to you, but before I would just like to say I've got a little problem with the mission that you have assigned to me to do a synthesis, a conclusion, because it's not possible, because all the subject that we've spoken about this afternoon can't be closed when they open up to so many possibilities, so many reflections. I'll try to reply to your question. Yes, it's really been good for me. It's been good for me to hear everything that I've listened to, because that comforted me in the sense that of the ideas that I had, and it gave me a mountain of information, so much information. I've taken a lot of notes, and I will try to go through all of it with you. All on one piece of paper, right? Yes, so my job is to make music, to compose it, and to create it. So I do that for my own artistic development, for my heart, and for my personal development, and by making people happy, and so people can sing my name out in the stadiums. And this is a certitude, so I'm not the only one to share it. It's to be able to have the emotional power of the music, to be the emotional power of song. We know that all of these songs which we hear throughout our lives, when we're happy, when we're sad, we can shout them out loud. We have the same generation would hear sing antisocial sounds, for example, and it's not too late. So you know this thing, and for me, I was aware of another element. So with all of this song, the music is what sound brings, and the beat. So this is something that perhaps I hadn't really measured. So I did this without thinking it.
Fait réfléchir à deux choses. La première, c'est une question de sémantique.
So if you look at the younger people who are younger than us, and they listen to a piece, they listen to a song, a single, and they say, I'm going to listen to the last track, the last song of this artist. I'm going to listen to Mozart. So you see, in this, there's a second thing on the sound. I'll go back to my page. If you go to Ircam, this is called audience music, so it's spectral music. It came in the 1960s, Christian Noray, and the idea of being able to accord grants importance to sound and the beat and the interactions that they may have rather than a note. And that is, first of all, great for what we're talking about. Because what have we learned this afternoon? First of all, we've just learned, and I hope that everybody has followed us throughout the afternoon, and they ought to want to learn more. And we've learned that sound and the sound can be cured, and whether that's with therapy digital, and or whether it's the real therapy and the implants. So we've seen also this question doesn't need to be a problem for people who are excluded. So we've seen that with Nicolas Becker, who presents it in a fictional way with the film, but we also see it in a way that's very specific with the implants, and that's very important. So the emotional part of the music is really the sound, and we verify the experience, the immersive experiences which are based on sound, and that obviously is what better terrain to have these immersive experiences than everything which is digital. I've been completely amazed by everything, how we can make a perfume make a sound. So I will see that I was really following this. So this is really a great discovery, and I also saw that if ever I have a problem with that technology, because there's a lot of technology issues, can
ma planche de salut, on pouvait m'aider si j'avais un petit problème sur ma voix.
Help with my voice, so this wonderful tone that I have. What does that say to you if it really me that speaks with my voice? Because we don't know. Perhaps I'm making a silly noise, perhaps all of this, and I'm doing a playback, blah, 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 blah. So for that, Ircam Amplify offers technological solutions, but there's also another question. It's the truthfulness of the sound and the truthfulness, and for that the audience can say to us that really there's a challenge with that, with the verification of the faults, we could say. So that's the subject. So we can see, I say from the beginning, how are we going to do for the next subjects, because that's a little bit complicated. It's a journey that we're doing. It's a journey. We'll find a way. Yes, we'll find our way. But it's there on the movement and the modification of a paradigm between sound and noise. And I'll be delighted to learn that SNCF is going to offer an experience which is completely new on my next journey. So on this journey, whether I do it on a train, on an electric scooter, a scooter or a motorbike, it generates a noise, a sound, and that has an impact which isn't neutral. So that's a subject which is quite new for me. I could continue for a long time, but the true subject and the main subject, the best of all of the subjects, I don't know how we could say, is really a question about the quality of the sound, because all of that can't work really from the beginning when we have a good sound, So, what is a good sound? You have 2 hours. Well, you asked me that question, and you have had a response to that, and we have something which is wonderful, which is the creation of the good qualitative sound, and effectively the software of Amplify can propose good sounds, because the listeners or the clients, and we also, from the beginning, the sound has to be perfectly produced. And for example, Olivier Nuss at Universal says we're going to from the beginning, we're going to put everything that we know into this, and we saw that he was very enthusiastic with the idea. Yes, he was enthusiastic with the idea, and Natalie saw this beautiful qualitative sound, and then the president of the Sound Week, Christian, said, come to the next meeting and you see, voila, the journey that we go on. You said that I'm a specialist on copyright. Yes, well, we'd speak about this creation here. Well, it's wonderful. So I've had a great moment here, and next time, if you invite me, I'll be here. So we have new uses, new practices, and obviously all of that has a price. It's so because we use all this, the sharing of the value of all this users of this ecosystem to give me a better sound is more balanced. It makes us dream of that. So listen, if after all of this I offer you the pyramid of the iceberg of this day, of all of these subjects that we've had, that's not going to give me the desire to carry on talking about it.
Si c'est ça, c'est qu'en fait, vous n'aimez pas le son.
But we'd say that I don't like the sound, I prefer image. If you prefer the image, and I'm going to say this straight to the camera.
Bah oui, parce que
yeah, because the image without sound, what is it?
Voilà, merci.